Hello, Intuitive Stretch fam. Welcome or welcome back. I am your host and guide, Ivy Ladone, and today we are stretching through the new moon in Capricorn and all of its characteristics and all of its essence. So, for this stretch, you don't need really anything, you just need some space and maybe a comfortable area to lay on and to stretch on. I personally have a smudge stick, I have some incense, a palo santo, and a tea light candle that I am going to be lighting up for our intention throughout the new moon in Capricorn practice. And before we get into the stretch, I am going to share with you a couple of themes and topics that surround Capricorn and the energies of a new moon before we dive into the stretch. So let's go ahead and begin. And we're going to take a different approach to intuitive stretch today, my friends. All right. And the way that it's different is that we're going to go ahead and smudge our space, prep our space and ourselves. Okay. And then we're actually, after the smudge practice, going to light our candle, grab some information on the new moon in Capricorn, and then just move right into our stretch. So if you're smudging or saging with me, you can do this in your own unique way. There's really no right or wrong. This is your own personal ritual, right? And you're guiding your practice. So I encourage full autonomy. And if you don't have a smudge stick, that's okay, or a sage. I can help sage and smudge away. You can also work with your third eye and tap into that, okay? All right, my friends. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and set our intention. So again, if you don't have a light with you or a tea light candle, you always have your inner light, and that's essentially what we're doing. We're just igniting our inner light, which is our intention, but we're working with an actual light, right? A manifested physical form of light, so that way it's with as without, so within type of thing, okay? Here we go. All right, what is your intention for this practice, for this new moon in Capricorn, my friends? What is your intention? Without diving into any research or any discussion yet about the new moon, simply what is your intention? And it can be as simple as you just allowing yourself to be guided through this practice. It can be also something elaborate, whatever the case, right? But it can be anything you'd like it to be. So what is your intention for today's practice? Beautiful. All right. We're going to go ahead and put this light to the side here. Nice. And if you lit your light with me, super cool. If you didn't, that's fine. But if you did, just leave it on until it burns out, okay? All right, my friends, a couple of things before we dive into our stretch. So what is the new moon in Capricorn about? Okay. Feel free to lie down while you're listening to this. Feel free to sit and just listen and watch. We are going to dive into a stretch. But before we do, so that way the energy and also the information that I give you now can really marinate and settle in your body as you stretch, okay? So a couple things. New moon in Capricorn. What is a new moon? A new moon is literally speaking like a new chapter, new energies, just a new perspective, new feelings about something, new illuminations on something, right? Like a new discovery, something new, definitely new energies, new time, something new, folding the page. Now, Capricorn is the 10th house in astrology, and it's also relative to work, your mission here and what you're doing here, right? What you consider to be, yes, your job, your job, but also like your title, what you're known for, your reputation. Capricorn is known as the hustler, the work mode, the boss mode, that energy, your work hustle and your work ethic. It's also about your father or your father figure or the masculine energies. It's also about restriction and boundaries. It's also about time. And regarding your body, it rules your bones and your teeth. And as far as your chakra energetic center points, it rules your root. Your root is located at the very, very base of your spine, right where the base of the spine and pelvis meet. And it is a red hue color center point. So maybe you want to activate some red or involve some red in your life somehow through color. Because it is a frequency and definitely impacts you in some way. And it definitely grounds you. So what we're looking today to do for the stretch is to really ground our energies in this new moon, this new energy, this new chapter, this new perspective, this new page. We're really trying to ground something, a perspective, an illumination on something, a feeling about something, right? in that regard. Okay, now a couple things. The root, okay, is at the base of the spine. Like I said, it's grounding energy and security. It deals with your primal instincts, okay? So it deals with like your basic needs. Are you meeting your basic needs, okay? The root is also the sense of the body that the root or Saturn rules is smell. And a couple things of the physical senses that you could maybe feel throughout the new moon in Capricorn is anxiety, dyslexia a little bit. We encourage you to ground, okay? Grounding is the best thing you can do. As far as anatomical connections, Saturn and the root chakra are connected to your glands. It's connected to your reproductive system, connected to your pelvis, right? The lower extremities, like the legs, feet, and tailbone, but really the bones and the teeth, I'm going to say to you, okay? Okay, so we spoke about how it's based off of your safety, your security, your needs, right? A couple of esoteric, interesting, mystical things, okay? Now, what element is this? It's earth element. So Saturn is an earth element, right? It's a ground energy. The oracle that I chose for today, which we're going to pull a card at the end of this reading or at the end of this stretch, are the goddesses. And the goddesses are very grounded, powerful, very earth connected energies. So we're going to do that. Aromatherapy, in case you're interested in this new moon in Capricorn, cinnamon. Cinnamon is a great aromatherapy for this new moon. And if you're looking to incorporate sound in your life, you don't have to necessarily look for it. You can actually incorporate it into your routine. And the sound would be like the letter O. So you would be going O, not Om, which is different. So it would be O. And you can just elongate that sound to bring yourself into that center point, okay? Food you can consider throughout the new moon, lots of protein in your diet. That would be really, really helpful for you. Fragrance, you can consider cedar wood. That would be really good. Incense, if you want to burn anything, would be good for myrrh, depending how you pronounce that. Myrrh, it's Myrrh, okay? And last but not least, any gemstones or crystals that you may want to incorporate in this new moon in Capricorn, that's going to look like hematite bloodstone, okay? All right, my friends, what does Saturn rule? Okay, so this is what I want you to take throughout the stretch. Last thing here, okay? As you dive into your stretch, I'd like for you to think of where you can learn to operate within the limitations of society, okay? Just hear me out. Responsibilities, your responsibilities, rules in general, fears that you have, obstructions in the way, limitations, your father figure, and a teacher, a mentor. So all of these topics I'd like for you to allow to marinate, okay? How do you operate within the restrictions of your society in any form? Financial, career, your health, friends, society, perspective, program, religion, just in that aspect, because it's a new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn deals with these type of things. Are you ready to stretch? Because I am. Let's go. All right. So first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and open up open up the legs. Woo! Sit up nice and tall. Yes. Now, a couple things, my friends. If this is a little uncomfortable for you, you're going to go ahead and just bring the legs a little bit closer together. And you want to make sure that your spine stays long. So if you notice that you're hunched over like this, right, don't compromise. Just bring the legs closer until you're able to bring the chest forward, shoulders over your hips. Gorgeous. This is all about quality work. This is about you, your time, your inner time. Don't worry about flexibility. That's for another video, okay? All right, go ahead and flex your feet. I'm going to go ahead and open up to my range, okay? Keep yours. Nice. Flex the feet. Nice. Lift the head. Beautiful. Take a big inhale while you're here. Big inhale. Nice. As you exhale, lower the head, chin to the chest, and now point the toes. Really point the toes. You might get a stretch in your ankles, maybe the chest, maybe the back of the neck. And then we'll do that 2 more times. Go ahead and lift the head, flex the feet. Big inhale. Nice. Keeping the spine long. Go ahead and bring your chin to the chest. Exhale. Point the toes. Keep the spine long. Shoulders back. Nice. So you're just opening up the chest, lifting the head. Go ahead one more time. Lift the head. Flex the feet. Big inhale. Nice. And exhale. Point the toes. Drop the chin to the chest. Very nice. We're going to keep the toes pointed. Place the hands in front for support. Hinge a little bit forward. For support, relax the legs. Go ahead and add a head roll to the right. Big head roll. And like I said, we're looking to ground today in these energies, being that it's a new moon in Capricorn. Maybe you're doing a second head roll. When you come back to center, make sure you reverse it to the other side. Nice and slow. Your head is heavy. You should be feeling a sensation for sure. Don't apologize for the breath. I'd love for you to take those inhales and exhales unapologetically. Very nice. All right. When you're ready, come back to center. Walk yourself in. Lift the head. Nice job. Let's add some twist to the body. So we're going to go ahead and cross the right leg in front. Sit up nice and tall in that crisscross applesauce. Bring the arms out, palms forward. You're going to lift your right arm, place it behind you down to the floor. Left arm comes across, holding onto your right knee. Big twist to the right side. Exhale as you twist. Your efforts here are to look over your shoulder. Keep the twist for 3, for 2, for 1, unwind. Take a big inhale. Nice. Let's do this to the other side. Left hand behind, right hand covers the left knee. Big twist. Looking over the shoulder for 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Nice. Come back to center. Switch legs. Okay, a deeper stretch this time. Go ahead and extend the arms out. Big twist to the right side once again. Right arm behind the back. Left hand grips the right knee. Big twist for 3, for 2. Okay, now this time, keep the twist. Keep your hips where they are, and you're just going to lean your left shoulder to the left knee. Bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Maybe lift the right arm above you so you can take a look at it. Catch your breath here. It's a deep stretch. For 3, 2, really stretching out the obliques. And 1, carefully return. Come back up to center. Very carefully come back all the way to center. Nice. Let's go ahead and try the other side. Left hand behind the back. Right hand grips the left knee. Big twist over the shoulder for 4, 3, 2. Keep the twist. Go ahead and lean the right shoulder over to the right side. Let the head drop as you lean. Maybe extend the arm overhead for a stretch. Anchor the opposite hip down. 2 and 1. Go ahead and come right back up and relax back to center. Nice job. All right, we're going to go ahead and come up and over onto our hands and knees. We've got 2 more exercises and then you are done, my friend. All right, so we're going to go ahead and tuck the toes underneath. We're going to walk our hands in, and you're already going to start to feel a sensation in your feet, in your ankles, okay? If you're ready, you can walk your hands up the thighs. If that's a little too intense, you can come right back down to support and catch your breath. And then you can come right back. Otherwise, stay right here for 3, for 2, and 1. Carefully come back down. Hands on the floor, underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and come back up to that seated position, or on the knees position, I should say, not seated. You're going to place your right foot in front. You're going to wiggle your toes just a little bit forward. Nice. And then when you're ready, 1 hand on the front, 1 hand on the hip, right hand on the thigh, left hand on the hip. Big exhale as you shift your hips forward gently, and then you'll push away with your front foot on the floor. Come back to that original position. Nice. Keep it going. A couple more times like this. You got it. Beautiful. Take it easy. On the third one, you're going to come forward, place your opposite hand down right next to the foot. Keep your gaze between your hand and your foot. So there should be a long line from your head all the way down to the back of your toe, the leg that's in back. Take a big inhale, big exhale here, opening up the hips, grounding the energy for 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead and shift your hips back, lengthen the front leg, lift the toes. Nice. So you're lengthening the front leg. If it's not fully lengthened, that's okay. You're working your way there. Optional to place the other hand on the other side of the leg. And while you're here, let's take one big inhale, and on your exhale, drop everything towards the leg. Beautiful. Go ahead and slowly shift your hips forward halfway. Place both hands to the inside of the leg. Go ahead and bring your knees in together. Walk your hands back to tabletop. Nice. And go ahead and take a seat. Seat to the heels. Child's pose. Nice. Bring your forehead to the floor. Catch your breath. Little counter stretch here if you're into it. I am. You can keep your third eye or your forehead on the mat. And then bring your arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. And go ahead and stretch your arms. Ooh, big exhale. Big exhale. Very nice, my friends. Carefully drop the arms. We're going to go ahead and try the other side. When you're ready, go ahead and place your left foot in front, okay? Now wiggle the toes forward just a bit. One hand on the thigh, one hand on the hip. You know it. Go ahead and take a big exhale as you shift the hips forward. So you always want to inhale in your transition, exhale in your deep stretch. So here I go. Inhale, because I'm resting. Exhale as I get into the stretch. Right. And you're only going as far as you'd like, as you want, as your body's capable of, right? Don't push too much. This is not about pushing. It's about flowing, allowing. 3. On the third one, you're going to place your hand next to the foot. Okay. You're going to keep your gaze between the hand and foot, and you're thinking long line from the top of your head all the way back to the back of the foot. Good. For 3, grounding the energies. Thinking about Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn. How will you ground your energies? What is it that you're working through? What comes forward for the new moon in Capricorn for you? What is the theme? Anything that we shared earlier? Is there anything that's hitting the nail on the head for you? Shift the hips back, lengthen the front leg, lift the toes. Optional to place one hand on the other side of the foot. Nice job, you guys. All right, a couple seconds here to really lengthen and stretch out the hamstrings, the lower back. 3, even if your leg is bent, what did I say before? Doesn't matter if you're not fully there. This is just a stretch. 2, on your next exhale, drop everything forward. Release, release, release. Very nice. Bring the hands to the inside of the leg. Wrap the knee around into that child's pose. Walk your hands back in. Sit your seat into the heels. Forehead on the mat. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Gorgeous. All right, as you slowly start to come up, here's our last stretch, my friend, before our oracle reading. Go ahead and place your feet in front hip width apart parallel. Place your hands underneath the knees and thighs. Round your spine as you support yourself to come down to the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then once you're there, you're going to go ahead and just bring the soles of the feet together. Bottom of the feet are touching. Let the knees fall out. Now, if this is way too intense and you're like, I love this, but like I can't stay here for long, you're going to consider grabbing a pillow, something like this, or one of the blocks that you may have, and you're just going to place them underneath the knee or the thigh for support, okay? As high as you may need it. There's no judgment. This is really just a stretch, okay? And you can work your way down to the farthest point. So find your positioning. We're going to settle here in kind of like this Shavasana position. Bring the palms up once you're ready. Drop the shoulders. Ground your energies, the new moon in Capricorn energies. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, relaxing your eyes, relaxing your tongue, relaxing your shoulders, taking deep breaths, relaxing your ribs, relaxing your hips, relaxing your feet, relaxing your fingers. Feeling the weight of your body supported by the ground that you are on. Allow the following message of the oracle connect with you. As we dive into this introspective practice, I call upon our ancestors of love and light, our spirit team, to be with us as we co-create this oracle reading. May the messages be of pure love and light. May they be direct, empowering. Thank you for these messages. Highest vibrational messages for the collective intuitive stretch for this new moon in Capricorn. Which goddess or which goddesses would like to come forward in support of this new moon in Capricorn? Thank you so much for these messages, Spirit. Okay. All right, my friends. So as you are in your Shavasana, keep your eyes closed. Take a big inhale, exhale, and let's move through this reading together. You have 3 cards that decided to come out for you in this particular session today. In total, we have 4 cards with 4 different messages because we're also going to read the bottom of the deck. The first card that comes forward for you is quite literally the first card of this entire deck, and her name is Goddess Ain, and she is the goddess of adaptability. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, second card that comes forward for you is number 2, and this is Goddess Aphrodite, romantic love. And the third card that comes forward for us is number 27. This is Kuan Yin, Goddess Kuan Yin, and she comes forward with compassion. So beautiful. So my friends, what does this message want to tell us? Well, number 1, literally, we have 1 and 2, which is a quick ascension energy flow, which is very similar to what Capricorn energies are, because as we said, Capricorn is very much work mode, boss mode, hustle mentality. Ain comes forward with the message of adaptability, becoming adaptable in this new moon Capricorn. Yes, to adapt to the new, right? The newness of things, the new energies, the new perspectives, the new emotions on things, the new chapter in general. Romance or romantic love, Goddess Aphrodite also comes forward, and how this appears to me is saying bringing more love into your life overall with the new moon in Capricorn. This could also mean new energies of love, new energies of romance, new energies of romance within yourself, new energies of love in general for the things that you do, more gratitude, etc. But this is really romantic love, so there could be ample opportunity for this new moon in Capricorn for you to find that as well. Okay, and again, this can be your own self-love, or this could be romantic partnership love. Okay, and then last but not least, Kuan Yin comes forward with numbers 2 and 7, which together forms a 9, which is actually numerology, the number of completion, or rounding up, graduation, ending, and more so completion. So kudos to you on completing something as we enter something new, right? Because that's what we're talking about, new moon in Capricorn. And Kuan Yin comes forward with the message of compassion. Compassion in all that you do. And last but not least, number 26 at the bottom of the deck is liberation. So the bottom of the deck is the overarching theme for this energy today for new moon in Capricorn. Liberation. Kali, goddess Kali. 2 and 6 together is an 8, and that is about the infinite energies of karma, of infinite energies of abundance. And so here's your spread. Your new moon in Capricorn spread is all about you becoming more adaptable to the situation that you're in. Bringing in more love or adaptability will also increase your chances of deepening love for what you are doing or for your partnership in general. And this new moon in Capricorn, we're asking you, right, to be a little bit more compassionate with the things that you do and for others as well. And I also just want to let you know that these are goddesses, right? They're deities, really, goddesses. So they're saying, like, you can call upon us if you are ever in need of assistance during this new moon in Capricorn. If it's a little too dense, call upon Ayin. Goddess Ayin will come forward to help you with adaptability on how to adapt to your situation. If you're lacking in some love, right, in your partnerships, call upon Goddess Aphrodite. Aphrodite will be there to assist you and help you and nurture that as well. And then ultimately, same. If you're a little bit too much with borders and boundaries, right, and that energy of Capricorn, Kuan Yin comes forward and says, I'm here to help if you need a little more compassion in your life, or if you need to learn how to give a little more compassion as well. Okay, overall, all of this energy is about liberation. So the new moon in Capricorn is saying that this new moon in Capricorn, what it stands for is ultimately liberation, freedom from something, which is interesting because Saturn is a planet about restriction and boundaries. So it's very interesting what's happening here, my friends. When you're ready to stand up or sit up, go ahead and stretch it out. You can bring the arms overhead, interlace the fingers and stretch the arms out if you're still laying down. Nice. And then you'll just help yourself come all the way up to a seated position if you're not there yet. And then we'll close with a nice little magical Reiki energetic transition. Bring the hands together. Rub them, rub them, rub them. Right. What is new moon in Capricorn assisting you with? What is new moon in Capricorn pushing you to do? What is it triggering? What is it activating in you? Right? Are your basic needs met? Are you meeting them? What is the new perspective in this new moon? Keep rubbing the hands. Keep rubbing the hands because we're doing Reiki work here. All right. What is the dealings with your work, with your mission here, your reputation, time, all of that, okay? Are you working on something? All right. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and start to separate the hands. Feel the pulse happening between those hands. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Go ahead and flip the palms forward. You're going to go ahead and visualize a beautiful red hue color. Big red energy. Send it out as healing energy into the world, into your social group, into your workflow, into your family members, into your friends, around the world, into the communities that you know need help and perhaps you'd like to help but don't know how. Send them some energetic love. Send them the healing color red to ground. And then I'd like for you to turn that energy and bring it back into yourself. Place the hands on your heart. Big inhale. Big exhale. Very nice. Great job today, you guys. So beautiful. If you enjoyed this, just know that I'd love to make more, and it tells me that you do enjoy it when you like these videos. So please give this a thumbs up, a like, maybe drop down a comment below on how you feel after the stretch, what you're working through in this new moon in Capricorn. I know what I'm working on. And if you enjoy these kinds of videos, we can do more. We can do more new moon ones. We can do full moon ones. Really anything we can do. Okay. So I'd love to hear your feedback. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great new moon in Capricorn transformation, healing, activation. Bye.